The journey of becoming the boss began with my deciding to make some rules. Rule 1: the naked truth always looks 100 times better than the best dressed lie. And as I processed through over 25 rules that I developed, I quickly realized by rule number 4 that others were very interested in what I had to say about Zen, Buddhism, and rules, to the point that I was challenged in my backyard to build a fire and identify that I was inventing a new religion. You see, there was a birth. I began making rules. I didn't start by writing these rules. I began by internalizing these rules. The first 3 I never wrote down until I knew rule 4 and rule 5. But as I was on to rule 12 and 13, I experienced the death cycle, right? Rules were born, and then I experienced death, where I was challenged in saying, you're not just making personal rules for your own life, you're inventing a religion. And so I died to that concept. And then I completed my rules at 25, and I experienced rebirth. But then I experienced that, wow, I want to write a book of Zen wisdom based upon my 25 rules. And for that type of growth requires reincarnation over many years to comprehend the challenges with achieving a level of writing where I write something, and because I write something unique and wise, others are then able to contribute to that wisdom and thus create the Zen stories of wisdom required to actually achieve a recognition as someone that has achieved enlightenment. CAT, Classical Abuse Training. What actually happened is I was making up these rules. Stanford University realized I was making a book of Zen wisdom. They realized by rule 4 that what I was doing was writing books of Zen wisdom. So Stanford gathered the principal from my high school, a priest, a Jesuit, and then he came into my mind demanding that I light a fire in my backyard to demonstrate that I am inventing a religion, which in fact I was not. I was simply preparing to contribute my original content based upon somebody else's content, structuring it in a way that will evolve, in as much as that hip-hop artists wrote music. The concept of wisdom in my earshot was born. I then grabbed these different hip-hop lyrics and set up rules. And then I realized that this is not just me, but it is for more than me. So I must evolve into understanding all that I need to know about being an author. And that is how we define the circle of my life, from spa, birth, then death as an author, and then rebirth through classical abuse training into what will happen in the future, which is reincarnation, where my ideas that I cannot even remember having kept, like I lost the writings. I wrote some of this, but I have much is missing because I wrote so much, will reappear. And that is the circle of life that goes throughout all of my things, whether it's building a custom car, a truly unique vehicle, or whether it's developing a relationship with a woman where all there is evidence of is one-way communication, But through classical abuse training, there is an emotional and mental bond between us both. Thank you. My name is Alexander William Erickson.